Hi, I'm Melissa, and today I'm going to be talking to you about setting goals. Statistically, Harvard has shown that people that write down their goals are 80% more likely to actually accomplish them. So that's one thing that I have learned is that writing down your goals is going to make them more likely to happen. So, how do you start with writing down goals? Get a handy dandy journal, notebook. For me, I like this notebook because I'm kind of rough on my stuff, and this has a little magnet and a pretty thick cover. Um, I use it as a journal to write down my thoughts. It has some motivational things in there. That's a lot of the things that I have been writing down. But goal setting is pretty much all a standard procedure. You start off by actually thinking about your vision. Something else that you can do that can be very useful is to create a vision board, which is taking the things that you're dreaming about, working towards, whether that's a vacation, whether that is career goals, fitness goals, whatever you envision in your mind, getting visual representations and putting that somewhere. Cutting out pictures from magazines or printing out pictures that you Google from the internet, and then you cut that out and you place it on your mirror, or you place it on a piece of cardboard in your office, somewhere that you're going to see it every day, because that's going to keep you focused on what you're working on. So I have a process. I will actually be attaching a PDF to the discussion board so that everyone can have it. I've kind of made it my own, and you should make your goal setting your own. But for the most part, step one, create a vision. This is where you get to have fun, dream about what you want to do. When we were children, we thought the world was ours. What kind of things did you used to imagine? I want to be a fighter. I want to be a veterinarian. A lot of times as adults, you get into that mode where you just feel like you're stuck in a rut. And I'm in a leadership position, and people that I mentor have said to me that they don't like where they're at. And I tell them, if you don't like where you're at, you need to take steps to change direction. So the first thing you need to do is actually identify what you want. Whatever that is, write that down. So then you need to have something kind of measurable. And what I mean by measurable is a timeline. A month from now, this is where I want to be. 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years, 10 years. Come up with a realistic plan. And then you break that down into little stepping stones, milestones is what I like to call them. If you want to have your own business, what kind of research are you doing? You need to get a business license. You need to research the things that are applicable to your state. And once you go file that business application, go celebrate. Go get yourself a root beer float or something. Just some small little, doesn't have to be anything big or extravagant, but you need to celebrate your successes, because that is what helps drive you to keep working towards those goals and helps you feel like you're accomplishing something or checking that off of your list. You also need to, again, aside from creating realistic goals, pre-think in your mind what kind of roadblocks you might encounter, because life happens, things happen. What are some things that you think might prevent you from accomplishing your goals? You need to identify those so that if those things come up, you're able to successfully overcome those obstacles and continue to drive on. And for me personally, my goal that I'm working on right now is my bachelor's in graphic design, and I have definitely had some roadblocks. Just this year alone, I have lost 4 people that were killed unexpectedly. One of my friends took his life. There were a lot of times that I hit some real lows and I felt like not continuing, but you need to know your why and your driving force. One of my whys is right here. My son. He's my why. I want to be able to have the kind of job where I'm able to have the flexibility to have more time to spend with him. And right now, that's not something that I have. But I feel that doing graphic design is going to give me everything that I have a vision for. I'm going to be doing a job that I love to do. I will have the flexibility to have more time for my children and be able to just live, not extravagantly, but just have enough financially to pay the bills, and that's pretty much what I want. And I really accomplished some milestones there. My biggest one was making the dean's list, and the fact that I'm still in school despite all the challenges that I have run across with my military obligations and things that I identified. So take that first step, set some goals for yourself, grab yourself a notebook, write them down, and knock them out. You can do it.